Hey everyone, Nitesh this side. Hope you're doing well. So let's start with the question. So the question is score of parenthesis. Okay, so you are given a balanced string as you have to return the score of the string. Okay, so again string question. So you have to give the score of the balanced parenthesis string is based on the following rule. So if the bracket, like a single bracket open and a close, has score 1, okay. If the AB has score A plus B, where A and B are balanced parenthesis string, okay. And if it is a double, like a single bracket, and inside that you have a balanced parenthesis string, then you have to do double of A, okay. So let's see with an example. Okay, so let's take this example. So as you can see, for single bracket, we will return a score of 1. Okay, so for this, we are getting output 1. So let's take this example. So this is like this. Okay, so if you calculate the score for this inner bracket, so for this, like it is having a score of 1. Okay, so you will calculate 1. Now, when you calculate the score for this, like it's mentioned, like if you have a balanced parenthesis in inside, you have to do twice of A. Okay, so A basically, which means for this its value is 1, so we'll do twice of this, so it will be 2 into 1. This will give us 2. So as you can see, output is 2. Let's take this example. This okay, so for this bracket you will calculate, this is having a 1. Okay, for this bracket you have having 1. Okay, so this will be, for this if you have to calculate the score, you have to use the rule second. So for the AB has score A plus B, where A and B are balanced parentheses. So this will be 1, this will be 1, so 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So for this we are getting output of 2. Let's take one more example. So let's take this. This is having a closing bracket, then two nested bracket, then this. Okay, so if I have to calculate the score for this, first I will calculate the inner bracket score. Okay, so this will remain like as it is. For this I will calculate the score is 1. Similarly, I will calculate the inner score of this. Okay, so this will be 1, and it will be as it is, it will be as it is. Okay, so these are this, and this last bracket is this. Okay, after this we will just keep it as like this, keep it here. We'll solve for this. So as you can see, we calculate the inner parenthesis sum. So for this we will use the third rule. So we have to do twice of this, so twice of 1 will give us 2. So this will be 2, and we are getting this. Now we will implement the second rule, which is A plus B, because these two are both balanced parentheses. So this will be 3. Okay, after this what we are doing, we will again use the third rule, and we will do 2 into 3 equal to 6. So for this we are getting an output of 6. So I hope like the question is clear to you. So let's see how we can approach this question. So let's take the same example. So if you can notice, if you have to calculate the sum for this parenthesis, you need to solve the nested parenthesis. Okay, so you can easily solve this, but let's say if you have to solve this, then you have to solve first this nested problem. Okay, so for the nested problem, how can we maintain the score? Like we know the score is 1, but where we can maintain it? Because after this, what we will do twice of it, and it will become 2. But we need the nested score where we can keep it. And like if you can see, we will just go open, then we do a close. So whenever we have a closing bracket, we will calculate the sum. Okay, so for this you can see we getting the output as 1. When we do for this, we already calculate that this, then we do the so basically solving for this also. So we need something to give, to store the inner result. So for this, what we can use, we can basically use a stack. Okay, so we will use stack and we'll try to solve this. Okay, what we will do, whenever we encounter a opening bracket, okay, we will just push into the stack, and whenever we see a closing bracket, we will pop it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we know like we need a stack to solve this question, but let's see how we will solve this. So And we already also know, like whenever we encounter a closing bracket, we'll calculate the result. So this will be our like approach. Like whenever we see a opening bracket, we'll store in a stack with value 0, and whenever we encounter a closing bracket, we'll do some calculation. Okay, so let's start with here, and like in a stack we will maintain our result. Okay, so for the initial, like let's say this is you having a empty string, so you will maintain a answer with 0. Okay, so we'll start with 0. And why we are also maintaining this? Because at the end, like this is always a balanced parenthesis string, so at the end in the stack top element, this will be always our result. Okay, we will update this value. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll start from here. Okay, so whenever we encounter a opening bracket, we'll just insert into a stack. Okay, so we will insert it, and with the value of 0, we'll move further. We encounter again a stack, so sorry, opening bracket, we'll insert it. We'll move further. Now we encounter a closing bracket. Okay, so whenever we encounter a closing bracket, we need to do, first step is stack dot pop. Basically you have to pop the current element, so you will pop it. Okay, so you will pop it and you will store in a variable. So let's take a result. Okay, equal to 0. Okay, so after this, what you have to do, you have to update your parent. Okay, so your parent will be this. So how you will update it? Whenever, if let's say your result, like for this, you know the result will be 1. Okay, but let's say if it is like this 1, then you have to give the result as 2 into 1. Okay, so whenever in that case, like your result is value is 0, what we will do, like there will be condition, if res equal to 0, we will just update it by 1. Else what we will do, we will just do a double of this, so 2 into res. Okay, so in this case it is 0. What we will do, we will make it a 1, and we will update the parent by plussing the new value. So we will do 0 plus 1, which will become now 1. Okay, now we'll move further. We'll encounter our opening bracket, we'll insert it into a stack. We'll move further. Again we encounter our opening bracket, we'll insert into a stack. So after this, we encounter a closing bracket. Okay, so closing bracket, we encounter, first step is to pop this element. Okay, we will pop it, and this value is 0. Okay, so if this value is 0, what we have to do, we have to make it a 1. Okay, and update the parent, so we will make this parent as 1. Okay, so as you can see, we solve for this value, and this is having a value of 1. Okay, we'll move further. Now we encounter a closing bracket again, and this is now our top element. We will pop the stack. Okay, so we will pop it this, so this time res equal to 1. Okay, so if you check the condition, if res equal to 0, you have to do res equal to 1, but in this case our result is not equal to 0. So what we will do, we will double this, so we will do 2 into 1, which give us 2. Okay, so for this you are getting output as 2. So now you will update to its parent. Like in this case there is no parent, but before this, that's why we use a stack, because we need the result of this, we need the result of this, and we will add it. Okay, so we will update its parent, so it will become 1 plus 2, which is 3. Now our top is pointing at here, and we'll move further. Now we again encounter a closing bracket, so we'll pop this element, so we will pop it, and we have a result of 3. Okay, so this is having a, not this having a result of 3, and this is brackets, so we have to just do double of it, so we will do double of this, so this will become 6. Like result is equal to 6, and you will add it to its parent, so it's 0 plus 6 equal to 6. And after this we'll move further, so we come out of the loop and we just return our stack dot top element. Okay, so I hope it will be clear to you. Let's write a code for this. Okay, so what we need a stack of integer, new stack. After, like first step is to insert our initial result, so stack dot push 0. Okay, after this we'll do loop over the string s dot to char array. Okay, if like you have to do the for loop work, and after that you just have to return stack dot peak, basically the current top element. Okay, so let's solve this loop problem. If current element is equal to opening bracket, then we'll have to do something else. We have to do something. Okay, like there is only two cases, either it is a open bracket or a close bracket. If it is an open bracket, it's simple. We just need to insert into stack with a value of 0. If it is a closing bracket, first step is to pop the current element. So you will take result stack dot pop. You will pop the current element. Okay. You will check whether result is 0. If it is 0, you will make it as 1, because for the initial, like a single bracket and a single closing bracket has score of 1, because we, if we do 2 double of this, like 2 into 0, it will make us 0. So that's why we add a condition. Otherwise, if there is any other number than 0, we will just do a double. Okay, after that what we need to do, we need to update the stack dot top by this result. Okay, so in Java we can't just directly update indirectly. So what we'll do, we'll have to do first pop the element stack dot pop. We'll add it to the score. So it will be result, and after that you just push again to the stack. These three steps in other language can be in only in a one step, but in Java you have to first pop it, then update it, then insert into a stack. Okay, I think we are done with the code, so let's run it. Let's see. So as you can see, this is accepted. Let's submit it. Okay, so our code is submitted. The time complexity for this is we are just doing a loop over a string, so it's a order of length of a string, and we are using a stack for that, so that's also order of string length. Hope you like it. Thank you for watching my video, and do join the Telegram group if you have any doubt and any concern. Thank you.